Well, look, Anthony Dirrell took care of business. What does his brother Andre have in store? We will find out when we see the 2004 bronze medalist right after this.
Are you listening to me? No.
Pechanga Resort and Casino, best damn fight night in conjunction with Goose and Tudor Promotions. Getting ready to bring you a six-rounder between Andre Dirrell and Alfonso Rocha, all presented by Honda Motorcycles. Chris Rose once again rejoined by the champ, James Lights Out Tony. And look, we just saw Anthony Dirrell take care of business. His brother, the Olympian, Andre, perhaps feeling some pressure. He's got to get it going now, put on a show.
Well, let me tell you something. After what just happened, he got to come out and get a faster knockout.
Faster knockout than 1 round?
Yes, he does. He got to outshine his brother right now because right now his brother got the shine on him.
Well,
a great performance.
Yeah, speaking of shine, Andre does have a little shine to his name, including a bronze medal. He won that back in 2004 in Athens. In fact, his grandfather and his manager, Leon Lawson, says that Andre will be title fight ready perhaps as early as next year. Well, you know what? Andre already has a new title, that of father. Little Anasia was born 3 weeks ago.
Well, I've always wished for a gold medal. And now that my daughter was born, that is my gold medal. That is a big accomplishment to me. And now I have 2 medals to carry on in my life. And she's definitely a big influence on me. You know, I feel like she's been there with me all my whole life, my whole boxing career. So all I can do is carry forth and hope for the best in boxing. I know I will be a great champion one day.
Obviously a very special time in the life of Andre Dirrell. Well, right now let's send it down to the men who we have to change, burp, and feed quite frequently ourselves around here. Barry Tompkins and Rich Marotta.
And you do it so well, too. It's always great to have a babysitter like Chris, isn't it? Simple fact is, Andre Dirrell is a work in progress. He has admitted that himself. But we talked about it earlier. He's a big personality, and I really think this is a guy that, should he achieve the goals that he's headed for, really would be a huge plus for the sport.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's got a load of charisma, Barry. He's got $1 million smile. The question is, does he have $1 million worth of boxing ability? And so far, he's answered all the questions as a professional. But he does have some amateur-like flaws. Now, you see his speed, his natural gifts there. Some of his punches, they'll wing very, very wide. But I'll tell you, he loves that left hook. He loves to sling that left hook 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. This was against Juan Camacho. We did this fight last year. The thing I didn't like was after he had this fight with Juan Camacho, he didn't fight again for 8 months. You know, a kid that young, to me, should be fighting, you know, every 2 months. Every other month should be getting into the ring and plying his trade.
I'm sure he's going to be looking at what his brother Anthony did, and I thought he did a superb job. And Andre would do well to even come anywhere near what his brother did tonight. But I'm sure he'll just take a W, and as he said himself, I'm a work in progress. That progress will continue tonight, he hopes. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It's brought to you by Honda Motorcycles. Dirrell, of course, like his brother, undefeated. Probably doesn't have quite the pop that his brother has. 4 knockouts along the way. He's fighting a guy who was every bit the size that he is. So I think it's going to be interesting as he goes along the learning process toward reaching title contention at 6'2". Rocha is just about the same size as his opponent Andre Dirrell, and I think could provide a little bit of a test. Right now we take it to the center of the ring once more. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr. Jimmy?
Well, fans, we continue with our best damn fight night period presented by Honda Motorcycles. Once again, we're in the super middleweight division. Once again, scheduled 6 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim. He hails from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, now fighting out of Oxnard, California. He weighed in at the super middleweight limit of 168 pounds. His record, 8 wins, 3 losses, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Alfonso, El Monstruo Rocha. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green trunks with black trim. He hails from Flint, Michigan. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 168 pounds even. He is undefeated in his campaign to the professional ranks with 6 wins, no losses, 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the USA, please welcome the 2004 Olympic bronze medalist, introducing Andre the Matrix Dirrell. Judging ringside, Hall of Famer Marty Denkin, Max DeLuca, and Jerry Cantu. And here's our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Ray Corona.
Chief Seconds, mouthpiece, let's go. Chief Seconds. Got your mouthpiece. This is good right here, this is good right here. Escúchame, huh? Listen to my instructions. Touch glove, God bless.
Both of these fighters are in an unusual position tonight. Dirrell said that he's never fought a professional as tall as he is, and only once for Rocha.
As we take a look at the California rules, no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Fighter can be saved with the belt only in the final round. The referee or the doctor can stop the fight. The headbutt rule. We go to the cards at the beginning of the 4th round.
You ready?
Here we go, round 1, scheduled for 6, and it'll be interesting to see how Dirrell handles a guy that is his size. In fact, Rocha may even be a little bit bigger.
Rocha's record is 8-3. The 3 losses that he had, all by decision. He's never been knocked down as a professional.
Or he says as an amateur.
And immediately Andre Dirrell begins trying to get his jab to work. He's very quick. He doesn't necessarily move around a lot, Barry, but his hands are extremely quick.
Yeah, very quick. I thought actually at the Olympic Games, and I say this with due respect to a lot of other fighters, and certainly to a gold medalist, I thought he, just on raw talent, probably was the most talented fighter in the games. Of the American team, I should say.
Like his brother, switching back and forth, left-handed to right-handed. And also, like his brother, willing to jab to the body, something a lot of young fighters don't think about. There's a good jab there by Rocha. Very long stick that he has.
Rocha, when we spoke with him today, was not at all awed by the presence of Andre Dirrell. Sometimes you get a reasonably good idea of exactly what a fighter is feeling.
Even the fights he lost, which he said were in other fighters' hometowns, were close decision losses. So he felt actually pretty good about it. He's chasing Dirrell around the ring right now. He felt he had to get inside. He said he was going to have to fight a different fight than he normally fights because he's used to fighting from the outside, keeping fighters away from him. But he felt that Dirrell, being as big as he is and moving as much, he's going to have to put a lot of pressure on and probably even have to get inside on Dirrell.
Not fighting a bad first round here.
No, not at all.
Not a lot of power in those punches.
I think both guys, I really see them fighting in a way of trying to figure out how to fight a guy as big as they are.
Dirrell went with a left-hand lead that time.
See, that's the edge. That's the reflexes, the quickness. Boxing is a quickness sport.
That's really the only difference in this round so far, is the quickness of Dirrell. Wild right hand.
10 seconds, you're gonna stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Coming to the end of the first round and feeling out round.
Best Buy's got cool gifts for every gift-giving occasion. From
Rocha must find a way to deal with the quickness edge that he is facing here. See how fast that came. Totally unexpected. He was not ready for that punch.
Both the Dirrell brothers will switch up on occasion. You saw Anthony do it earlier. Andre did it a couple times.